Hello, everyone. This is Pierre Garrity, and welcome to the exclusive live e-class, How to Build a Winning E-com Store in 2020 and Take It to over $500 per day in a matter of days. Who wouldn't want that, right? Now, before we get started, really, I want to just kind of give you a few housekeeping things just to make sure that you know what's going on. So first, if you joined Dashnext recently and you have some technical or access questions, please note that I really care to help you, but during this e-class, I won't be able to answer those questions because I want to get through a lot of good content and also answer questions related to the content. But for you to get help with, let's say, Dashnext Power Tech, or to get your technical or billing questions answered, please submit a ticket to our awesome support team at dashnextsupport.com or via email support@dashnext.com, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. When I last time checked, our support average response time is about 2 hours, so we will get back to you pretty quickly. Now, the webinar also will be recorded, and the limited time replay will be emailed to you within 24 hours. So you will receive it today, and that means if for whatever reason you need to leave right now, which is I'm very sad about it, but if you need to leave, that's fine. You will get the replay. So don't worry about that. You don't have to email support about it. It will be emailed to you to the same email that you used for the registration to this webinar. Now, before we get into the content part and before we really get started, I want to really ask you a couple of questions. Mainly, I want to know whether you are on the right call, because the last thing that I would want is to waste your time if the content that I'm about to share with you is not something that you are really interested in. So let's find out. So the first question that I want to know is, do you currently have an e-com business? And if not, are you looking to start one? So just type yes or no in the questions box. So then I will know, whether you are on the right call or not. So just type the answer to in the questions box right away. All right. So the next question I have: do you have a goal of generating at least $500 per day with your e-com store? Yes or no? Would you like to have $500 per day with your e-com store? Again, just type yes or no in the chat box. This is a really kind of good way to warm up everybody, right? To get your attention and to make sure that you are alert. All right. Question number 3. Have you tried and failed with some of the make money online methods before, such as affiliate marketing, maybe Kindle, or selling on Amazon, maybe SEO or AdSense, maybe email marketing, info products, something else? So again, yes or no, type in the chat box. You have tried something, failed with something, no problem at all. Just let me know. All right. Chat box is going wild right now. All right, I have question number 4. Are you looking to have a long-term income generating business versus one-off quick income booster? In other words, if you are here for a quick, rich kind of stuff, we don't do this. You will not find it. But if you want a kind of, good long-term income business, then this is obviously your call. All right, and the final question: if we are willing to show you an easy method to build a life-changing e-com business, would you be willing to try it today without any other attachments to it? So let me know in the chat box right now. And as you can see, that the chat box goes wild, which is awesome. All right, so here's the deal. If your answer to at least 3 questions was definite yes, so you had no doubts in your mind about it, then congratulations, you are on the right call, and we can't wait to really get started and give you the the information. And I see a lot of people are typing in long-term, which is awesome. All right, now just to be kind of fair and really give you a little bit of information about myself so that you know that I'm really qualified to talk about the topics that we will be covering today. And also, you probably are wondering, why I have this weird broken English voice. So I'll tell you a little story about myself just so you have some reference point where I'm coming from. So I come from a small post-Soviet Union country in Europe, and this is why I have the accent. And when I started online in December of 2008, I had no English writing skills. I could speak a little bit, but I couldn't write a single word. Now, the reason why I joined online was that I had just lost everything that was in December of 2008. I lost my offline business that I had. Along with the business, I lost friends. I lost all my assets, literally everything. I was multiple seven figures in debt. I had no money. I had no bank account. It was just me, my wife, and our newborn son, with me being the only person who can provide for them. So I struggled immensely. For the first 18 months, I didn't make any money at all because I spent most of my time on three things. Number one, I was building my website, which was totally useless. I spent time. I was learning how to write in English, and that was something that I simply had to do in order to kind of do something. And I was trying different ways to make money. So I was really kind of jumping from one thing to another thing, trying to make quick money here and quick money there. And obviously, none of those things worked. But since I had no choice, I didn't give up. And after 18 months of hard struggle, I finally made my first money online. And at that moment, obviously, it became real. I became hooked. I became obsessed with learning everything about marketing. And after more struggle, grind, and countless failed attempts to get some consistent results, I finally created an offer that got nearly 3,000 sales within 14 days. And it literally changed my life. So one event literally changed my life. The success of my offer catapulted my business to multiple five-figure level within 30 days. And within 18 months, I was generating over seven figures per year in revenue, and I had never looked back. And in 2014, I started a company called Dashnex, which you are familiar with. And our mission here at Dashnex is to help people build profitable online businesses without wasting precious time and resources on stuff that doesn't work. In other words, I have gone through the pain. I know what the pain is. I know the drill. And that's why I know how to get you to the $500 per day level as quickly as humanly possible. There is no hype. There is pure information that can get you there. So after this, are you focused and ready for an epic training? Let me know in the chat box. Type ready if you are, experience something that you'll not find anywhere else, and if you are really ready to build a serious business online. All right, and I see a lot of people are typing in ready, and that means we need to get started. So I want to share something with you. See the screenshot on the right? It was a brand new Facebook account that I started on 25th of August 2018. Okay. Up until November last year, as you can see, 4th of November 2019, I didn't use it much. I was just doing a few test campaigns, nothing big. You can see that there are some 10 sales or something. So really nothing big. And I spent like $2,600, which in more than a year and a half is nothing, obviously, for an account. Now, look at the same account, the screenshot of the same account right now. So August 25th, 2018 is when I created that account. And now look at this. This is June 4th when I took this screenshot. And so remember on 4th of November, 2019, my ad spend was only $2,611.22, and I had only 10 sales, right? Now it's $354,967.04 with total unique purchases of 11,584. Pretty cool, right? So would you like to learn why and how I was able to go from $2,611 to $354,967 in ad spend in just 7 months? And for those of you who are questioning the ROI, which is a good question, my average return on ad spend is 2.25, which means that each dollar that I invest gives me $2.25 back. Now, let me ask you a question. How much money would you invest if for every single dollar that you invest, you would get 2.25 back, and you would get them right away, fast? I mean, today, right away. How much would you invest right now? Tell me in the chat box right away. How much you would invest? Specific number. I want a specific number. Think about it. How much you would invest right now if you, for every dollar that you invest, you could get $2.25 back. Essentially, if you invest, $2,000, that $1,000 that gives you $2,250 back. How good is that? I mean, it's crazy, right? Bottom line, you would invest all the money you have, and you would try to borrow as much as possible so that you can turn that investment to profits as quickly as possible. And there's nothing else on the planet that can give you the ROI like this in such a short period of time. All right, so if you want to know why and how I was able to do this, then I want you to meet my agency partner, strategist, and educator, Aaron Parkinson. Aaron, are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you very, very well. And so before you get started, Aaron, I just want to say that, I met Aaron in December, and we started to talk and discuss. And essentially, Aaron runs an agency, which he was going to tell all about. And he took over my my ad accounts, and his agency basically was able to take me to the level that you see right now that I shared with you before. And there will be more results that you are going to see later in the training. And it's because I implemented the strategies and tactics that Aaron is implementing every single day. So I invited Aaron to share that information with you together with me so that you can learn these tactics and apply them in your business right away. All right, Aaron, take it away. Let me give you a screen. Are you ready to take it?
I'm ready to take it. Pass it on over.
All right, here it goes. Screen is to you, my friend.
All right. Can you see my screen okay, Peter?
Yeah, it's really good. All right.
Perfect. All right, let's get rolling. So my name is Aaron Parkinson, like Peter said. I'm the founder and CEO of 7 Mile Media Agency. We are a Facebook preferred partner, which I'm going to get into a little bit more in depth later. But that means basically we've jumped through all the hooks that Facebook requires an agency to fulfill in order to be able to get their stamp of approval. I actually started marketing online in 2004, and in 2004 to 2008, I built one of the largest marketing education platforms in the world. We had over 100,000 students in 80 countries. I was in my mid-20s, and we had a subscription base of at any given time, about 20,000 students a month paying $149 a month. So that was a pretty exciting ride for me in my mid-20s. In 2012, I launched Automatic Body, which was a 24-week weight loss and fitness program with a TV celebrity from The Biggest Loser TV show. We built a phone app. We built a supplement line, protein shake, energy drink, weight loss shot. And within 2.5 years, we had 600,000 customers worldwide. In 2017, I launched Grace Cali Designs, which was a female accessories ecom store. And we got the store to just under $8 million per year in only 18 months. So really, really rapid growth. And in 2017, at the same time as I was running Grace Cali, we launched 7 Mile Media, which is the agency that I'm now the CEO of. And we now have a team of over 40 with some of the biggest ecom clients in the world. So my question, that I get all the time from people, from my friends, from people on the world is why e-commerce? And more importantly, why right now? E-commerce is now 33% of worldwide retail sales. What's really, really crazy is it was only 18% in February. Think about the amount that online sales has grown in such a short amount of time. By the year 2021, worldwide retail e-commerce sales are going to reach 4.9 trillion with a T. That's an insane number. Consumers right now spent $601 billion online with just US merchants last year, 2019. There has never been a better time to start an e-commerce business. You can see how rapidly it's growing in this chart on the right. So what is possible? What's possible for you, for me, for anybody right now? Well, what's possible when you use the strategies we're going to talk about today is what you see on this screen. These are actually screenshots from clients that we have inside of the agency. This product was started in February 18th, so just a couple of months ago. And as you can see on the bottom left, they've already had 3,917 sales. You can see the actual calendar time at the top, February 18th, 2020 to May 24th, 2020. If we look at this next chart that I have here, only 90 days in, February 18th to May 24th, again, different account, different product, 2,571 sales in just 90 days. Here's one of our e-commerce clients, started on April 24th, 2020, already $23,000 in sales. And the number that I like to look at is at the bottom left. They now have $6,069 a month coming in recurring revenue. And in that time, they did 519 sales. Here's another one of our clients. This is actually an organic supplement company that started with us in September of last year, so September 1st, 2019, and you can see the rapid growth on this chart. They started from essentially nothing, and in that time frame, they did 282,000 pounds in revenue, which I think in US dollars is somewhere around $350,000 from scratch. 343, I have it on this page right here, 343,000 in just 6 months. This is all based on proven results. This is what I'm showing you, these charts. There's another one of our clients, March 23rd to May 24th, 1,744 sales. Everything that you're going to learn today is based on tested and proven results by us, by our students, and by our agency clients. This isn't theory. This is happening right now as we speak. So what are you going to learn today? Okay. You're going to know which products are going to sell, where to find them, and how to start selling them in less than a week. You're going to learn how our agency scales e-com stores to over $1 million in less than 12 months. You're going to learn how to set up your store for maximum conversion value and then double your sales using highly lucrative multi-channel marketing. And you're going to learn my bulletproof math to ensure that you're profitable from day one, the same bulletproof math we use in our agency for every single client that we work with. And last but not least, where to find free money that's in your business right now today that no one else picks up. They just leave it behind. So before I dive into that, the question should be, why are we different? And why is this different? Reason number one, most training on the market is outdated. It's taught by one-hit wonders who usually aren't even running their ecom store anymore. They're just selling training. We are an agency that works with some of the biggest clients in the world. We have the agency power. We have the ability to compare data from client to client, from tens of different clients who spend tens of thousands of dollars per month in ads. In fact, we don't even take on clients at this juncture unless they're spending at least $1,000 a day in ads. You're not learning from someone who got lucky with one store. You're going to learn from someone who built a $9 million store plus the agency, that being me. You're learning from the source, from somebody actively involved in it every single day. And here's what happens. If you start to get sales from your store, to take it to the next level, you're going to need an agency. That's one of the reasons I'm on this call today, because we're going to teach you how to get it to that level, right? We're going to teach you exactly what it takes so that hopefully one day you're going to get so big like Peter did that you want to become a client. That's why it benefits me. Reason number two, this training is from people who are actively in the trenches. We run millions of dollars in traffic every year to successful clients. In fact, we run about $1.4 million a month right now. Okay. When we bring on new clients, we don't just take on anybody. They have to spend at least $1,000 a day in ads to even get on a call with me. And we scale these clients from $1,000 per day in sales to $30,000 per day regularly. Again, we're a Facebook preferred partner agency, so we know exactly what's happening at all times to stay compliant and maximize your sales. One of our strategists, who we call the professor because he actually teaches teaches digital marketing in Spain at a university, and our other strategist, the operator, we call him, was a Green Beret and approaches every campaign like it's war. These are the type of people that work with me inside of the agency, and you're going to get an opportunity to meet them both later. Reason number three, we teach math, not ideas. One of my favorite quotes is, math is not an opinion. Most trainings, they can maybe get you to $100 to $200 per day in sales. This training is designed to get you to $500 per day in less than 30 days, and then to scale you to $3,000 per day and beyond, most importantly, profitably. We teach cash flow, branding, and then how to exit your stores, to sell it, to create generational wealth. Our clients come to us when they can't scale beyond $1,000 a day, and we're going to dive into a little bit on why that happens. We're teaching you the same strategies we use to go to $10,000 plus per day with our clients. Reason number four, we're going to be talking about American-based products. Maybe you have your own product. Maybe you're going to be drop shipping someone else's product, but we talk about American-based products, not Chinese products, not AliExpress, not Alibaba. We want to sell products that are produced from risk-free suppliers, because the only way to consistently scale and not lose money due to poor quality and long shipping times. And we're going to show you exactly how to find them and price them properly to ensure competitiveness and profitability. Most people can't do both. They can't scale and be profitable, and we can. Reason number five, I've done what I teach. I built a store from $0 to $9 million per year in under 18 months. I then branded it so it had value and uniqueness, and I exited it. I sold it to my partner, and he even let me keep half the assets. He let me keep the email list and a whole bunch of other things. So at this point, you might be wondering, if your agency can sell so much, why are we only focused on just $500 per day in sales? And it's a great question. Here's my answer. It's always better to underestimate and exceed than to overestimate and fail. Don't get me wrong. We want you to sell $5,000 plus per day, just like our clients. But if you've never done these types of sales before, you won't be able to just jump to that level. We start with $500 per day so it becomes the norm for you first before we take you to the next target, which I always look at 333 per day, which is $1 million a year store, right? If you can sell $500 per day, you can scale to 3,333, no problem. It's just about getting the foundation down. We teach precise steps like a recipe or baking a cake. This is step by step so that you can build on it and expand upon it. And like as if you wanted to run a marathon, you wouldn't just go out and run 10 miles the first day, or you'd set yourself back and you can't train now. You'd pull all the muscles in your hamstrings. We take micro steps, the right micro steps, and then we keep adding miles or sales in every single day. That's how you win the long game. So before I go into the ecom math, Peter, is there anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, no, that's exactly how it works. You can't, this is exactly what I did as well. I started slow, I started step by step, and I gradually increased, and I got to the level where I couldn't scale anymore. But if I wouldn't have gotten to that level, so if I wouldn't have done the foundation right and gotten to that level, I wouldn't be able to hire you, and we would not be talking here today. And that's the key point for everyone to understand, is that you have to get to the $500 per day level, and everybody on this call can get to that level, and then from there anything is possible, literally anything.
Absolutely, it is possible, and we do it all the time. So let's talk about the ecom math, because I'm all about math. Let's talk about $10,000 in 90 days. So if the goal is $10,000 in sales in your store in 90 days, that breaks down to $111.11 per day, right? Everybody following the math? If everybody follows this, just type yes in the question box. I'll wait. 10,000 in 90 days is $111 per day in sales. Everybody following the math? Okay, I see lots of yeses. So everyone's still paying attention. Here's how to make $10,000 online. To calculate this properly, you need to know a few metrics about your business. They are what we call COGS, which stands for cost of goods and services, CPA, which stands for cost per acquisition, AOV, which stands for average order value, and LTV, which stands for lifetime value. These may be new terms for you, but if they are, don't worry, because I'm going to explain each one of them. Cost of goods, okay? You want the product that you sell to be able to sell for a minimum of 3 times more than what you pay for it, but ideally 5x, 5 times what you pay for it. This is really important because you have other expenses and people don't look at them. You have expenses like ads, shipping, customer service, and your time, which very few people value. So here are a few examples. Example 1, a skin cream. Okay, you could buy a skin cream for as little as $2, but let's say you buy it for $5 and you sell it for $29.95. A friend of mine right now has a store that does approximately $40 million a year, all based on a skin cream that he branded and he launched. Example number 2, take some headphones. You buy it for $14.95, you sell it for $59.95. That's a 4x return. Or you buy a coffee mug. You buy it for $2.95, you sell it for $14.95. That's a 5x return. Okay, so that you have to know your COGS. Next, you have to know your cost per acquisition. How much does it cost you in ad spend to acquire a new customer? If you're starting from scratch and you have a brand new store, you can't really know what that number is yet. But as a rule of thumb, what we try to do is focus on 50% or less. Okay, we want our cost per acquisition to be 50% or less than what we're selling it for. So let's look at an example. Let's say it costs you $1 for somebody to click on one of your ads, and you're selling a product for $29.95, and your conversion rate is 10%. Well, 100 clicks costs $100, divided by 10, because you have a 10% conversion rate, means you have a $10 CPA. You have a $10 cost per acquisition, and your product is $29.95. So your CPA on this product is 33%. Remember, we want to be under 50%. So that's acceptable. Okay. The next thing we want to talk about is your average order value. How much is somebody spending with you the first time they come to your store? Key number one for this is you never want to sell just one product at a time. Every ecom client that comes to us, one of the very first thing we do is look at their upsells and their downsells. Upsells and downsells are things that are offered after the first purchase. So somebody purchases something from you in your store, and then they get offered things after the purchase. Each one of the ecom stores that we work with, we encourage them to have at least 2 upsells and 2 downsells behind their first purchase. Why is that? Well, let's talk about the math. Let's say we start with 100 customers and your product is $29.95. So you've done approximately $3,000 in sales. Well, if you add in upsells and downsells and 20% of people buy the upsell, that's 20 people times $19.95, you just created an extra $400 for yourself. If 10% of your upsell 1 buyers then buy the second upsell, so that would be 2 people, at $39.95, that's an additional $80. So your total revenue on 100 customers equals $3,480 divided by 100 customers. Your average order value is now $34.80 instead of the average order value being $29.95 with just 1 product. And the great thing about having upsells and downsells is you get more profit, okay? Because traditionally you can bundle those products together when you ship them, and you don't have to pay the same amount for shipping. And those extra products didn't cost you any additional ad expense to get. They were just added on to the added expense you had already. So those second and third products that you sell are considerably more profitable. Here are last month's May 2020 results for one of the funnels that Peter has that my agency runs ads for. Okay, if you look at this chart that we've put together, you can see that he doesn't have 1 product, he has many products. Okay, if you look at the letters BAO1, this is his main product, and as you can see, there was 4,153 orders for that product. If you look at OTO1, which stands for upsell 1, there was 1,061 people who took that OTO, and that's a 25% conversion. If you look at OTO V1 and OTO 2 V2, these are his second upsells. And if you look at those numbers and you combine them together, he actually did another 255 sales. And then we look at his downsell, D2O2, or DSO2, I should say. And you can see at DSO2, he's got another 44 sales. And then he's got another upsell, which we call OTO3. And as you can see, OTO3, he's got another 338 sales. Okay, if you look at all of those combined together, if we only looked at BAO1, his first product sale, he only would have done $70,000 in revenue. But when you add them all up, he did $172,000 in revenue. And he had 4,153 customers. And that equals an average order value for Peter of $41.57. But his very first product is only $17. If he was only relying on that 1 product, this would be dramatically different. That's the power of adding in upsells and downsells and increasing your average order value. Let's talk about lifetime value. And a lot of people miss the boat on this. They're just trying to get money from people on day 1 and they don't care what happens after. What people buy the first time is a big part of the equation. and we definitely want you to maximize it. We just talked about it 2 seconds ago. But it is 10 times cheaper to sell to a current customer than it is to acquire a new one. Why is that? Well, we don't have to spend any more advertising money. We can just sell to people who already like us, know us, and trust us. You don't have to spend any marketing dollars. And you can use tools like email autoresponders or creating a private Facebook group for all of your customers, and even creating ads that retarget the customers that you currently have to sell them more stuff. If you send just one email per day, this can increase your overall monthly revenue by 10%. And it shocks me how many of our ecom clients don't send out one email a day. When we had our store, we would send out one email, and that one email would generate $1,200 to $1,500 per day just from sending out one email. And I'm also shocked how few people set up retargeting ads to sell different products to their current customers. Because if you're retargeting people who've already bought from you, they already like and trust you. So traditionally, it will cost us, 50% of the normal CPA to sell more products to the same people using ads. Let's talk about something important for a second. I want to talk about technology. Technology is just a facilitator to an offer. If you don't know what your product is or what you're selling, DashNext, the technology that you bought alone, cannot make you money. We need you to focus on figuring out your product and your offer, not features of the platform. Only once you have clarity about your product, and you actually display the product properly to your visitors and your clients and your customers, will you have success. And this is one of the biggest lies on the planet. You need a whole bunch of products. You do not need a whole bunch of products. You only need one really good one to consistently hit $500 per day or more in sales in your ecom store. The first product that we launched that was a winner generated $20,000 a day in sales for 6 months straight. The exact same product. Okay, Peter, I'm about to dive into the framework of a $500 per day ecom store. Is there anything that you want to add to what I just covered?
Yeah, I just want to kind of say that what you said there is exactly the truth, and a lot of people don't want to face the truth, unfortunately, and that's why they struggle. So technology can help you when you have a winning offer, and winning offer starts with finding the product that people want to buy, and that's exactly what you will learn about in the further of this webinar, how to find that product that people are buying, so that you don't have to do what all the kind of people who struggle does, which is, trying to sell hundreds of products and building large stores when they have not making any sale whatsoever. So until you get to a product to $500 per day and beyond, there's no point to think about other products or large store. It starts with one product.
So let's dive into the framework. Here's what we do when anybody starts from scratch. We pick 10 unique products, and I'm going to talk about unique more in depth in a second. We find one that's a winner, and we know what that is when it hits. We scale the product. We add in complementary products, so products that are similar to the winning product that we found, and we start to brand the store around that theme of all of those complementary products. And then we automate the process. I've run a lot of businesses, and businesses are complex. They have teams, they have staff, they have insurance, they have buildings, they have cars, they have technology. This is one of the easiest businesses in the world to build once you set it up and you have winning products. Because once you set it up and you have winning products, you just have to spend more on ads. and you sell more products. And this is the framework that you do it through. So the first question that you should have is, what should you sell? And close your ears if you're sensitive. There are only two types of products that come to our agency. They are brand products and they are holy shit products. They are very different things. I'm going to talk about the difference between brand products and holy shit products. On the left, you have a suitcase. It looks like a decent suitcase. There's a lot of companies that sell suitcases. If you chose this suitcase, how are you going to make it stand out? How are you going to make it different than any other company? Well, you have to start to build a brand around it. You got to tell a story. You've got to have some type of social impact. You've got to have some type of unique selling proposition. And it's very, very difficult. You have to build the value of the brand up, which can take years or even decades in some cases. On the right, you have what I call a holy shit product. It's the thing that you would see and immediately you would say, that's cool, I want that. It would disrupt you immediately. How many of you would like to have a fold down scooter suitcase? If you'd like to have a fold down scooter suitcase, put suitcase in the question box. All right, I see a whole bunch of people saying suitcase. I want this suitcase. I'm disappointed I just bought a suitcase and I didn't buy that suitcase, but it's okay. I went out and bought a scooter instead. Okay. The one on the right is a holy shit product. The one on the left is a normal suitcase. On the left, you have a pet food bowl. It's blue. It has chrome dishes. It's a pet food bowl. How do you stand out in that market? You can't really. You just have to try and be cheaper than everybody else. Or again, you have to build some type of brand around it. Maybe it's recycled plastic and you pull it out of the ocean and it saves the fish. And you got to tell this like crazy story about it. It's not going to disrupt somebody's attention. But on the right, you've got the automatic opening and closing pet food bowl that's controlled by a microchip on the collar of your pet. Now, I don't know if you have kids. I have 3 kids, and all 3 of my kids climbed inside the dog bowl and started eating the dog food, which I wasn't too thrilled about. I wish I had this automatic opening and closing dog food bowl when I had babies, because not only would it have kept my baby out, it also would have kept the food fresh and not dry out and waste money and force me to have to clean it all the time. That's a holy shit product. I want it right now. You look on the left, it's a can opener. It even has a brand on it. I even know what the brand says, and quite frankly, I don't care. Can opener is a can opener is a can opener. How are you going to win that battle? It's very, very difficult. On the right, you've got a 10 times torque opener that can be used for any size of item and can even be used by children and seniors. And it adjusts to any size of item and essentially turns you into a superhuman, right? For somebody who has trouble opening stuff, this is a life changer. I need this now. This is a holy shit product. Okay? That's the difference between good products to sell and bad products to sell. Brand products or holy shit products. So next, let's talk about the $500 per day product requirements. You need to pick a product that matches at least 3 of these criteria. 1, it has a simple image or video description that stops you in your tracks. It makes you say, holy shit. You want to make sure that there's at least 10 to 20 similar products actively being sold in that market. Why? Because that means people are spending money. And you want to make sure that you can sell it for the same amount. You know, the price that you need to sell it for has to have similar products already in the marketplace selling for that amount. You can't come in and say, I want to charge $150 for a product that everyone else is selling for $30. That doesn't make sense. Don't make this critical mistake. Before I go any further in this presentation, I want to talk about this. And Peter, you might be able to lend some credibility to this. Most people, when they try to build an e-commerce business, they invest all their time and effort in making their own product. Listen, if you already have a holy shit product, awesome, go for it. But if you don't, you can waste a ton of time and money and effort creating your own product and buying inventory and storing it in a warehouse or in your garage or whatever, when you could have just invested the time in making money. And the reason that most people do that is that they're continually being fed with this lie that you need to create something from scratch to be successful and make money. We believe at the agency that you innovate. You don't invent. You find something that people already want and you make it different and you make it special. This exact lie cost Peter 2.5 years. Peter, tell the folks about what happened to you.
Yeah, it's exactly. All the time I try to figure out something unique, something that has never been done before, and I wasted so much time. I actually built one website from scratch with 350 pages of content, which I created myself in my broken English, thinking that will be, something super powerful, and I will make millions of dollars when people will discover it, and so on and so forth. And then after 2.5 years, I made exactly $0 from that. And that's because I tried to make something, I had this idea in my mind that it needs to be unique, that has never done before. And as soon as I understood that that's not what this is all about, things changed. And so don't make this mistake. It's the biggest mistake. And also what I can say, and which is very important, Aaron, is that you have to understand that doing what you want, what I call is when you do what you want, it's called a rich people privilege. You can do what you want, and that means invent products and do inventions and all of those costly things when you are rich. But if you don't have money, don't try to invent something. Look at the formula, look at the blueprint, and implement that as is. Make the money first, and then go and invent if you want to.
I agree completely, because the real thing where you must invest the majority of your time, money, and effort is in these 3 categories: product testing, ad scaling, and building a relationship and nurturing your customer base. Those are the highest leverage investment opportunities for you when you're starting out. So let's talk about actually finding these products. Ecom research rules. Where should you look? Okay. You want a product with enough money being spent so that you can make money daily. There has to be enough people buying every day that you can consistently make money. You want to have more products to launch. There should be enough products for you to choose from that at any moment they're similar. So if you were selling, the 10 times torque thing, well, we know that there's more products available because that's a kitchen thing. So we know we can tap into that niche deeper and find more holy shit products in that niche. And you want to have longevity. You don't want to have a niche that's going to dry up. You want a niche that doesn't get old. And that way you can continue to make money for years or even decades by adding in more and more and more into that niche. So what are some hot product niches? Well, there's a lot of them. Here's just some of the top product niches that you can go after: home stuff, beauty stuff, fitness stuff, electronics, jewelry and accessories, kitchen, kid stuff. And we even talk about this more, daily when Peter and I have discussions. You can go after really passionate groups, people who are more tribal, like police officers or firemen or specific fitness niches or environmental or religion. These are very passionate groups of people that you can tap into that want to show that they belong to that group. Okay. Once you've found your product and you've started to sell, now you want to start to build the consistency, the continuity around your store. You want to build a brand. Why do we want to build a brand? Because we're conditioned to trust things that look like brands. I mean, when you look at Walmart, You go into any Walmart and you see all of these brands. Walmart's its own brand. It sells all of these products that are brands. We see them all the time. They look like they're supposed to look. There's consistency. That creates trust, and that creates the buying momentum. What's the difference? Well, ask yourself, look at these two products. What's the one on the left? What's the one on the right? Which one would you buy if you looked at these two? 90% of people are going to buy the one on the right. Why? Because they recognize the brand. They recognize Gatorade. They trust the brand. They trust that it has quality ingredients. They've tried something from Gatorade before. And if you have an apples and apples comparison, you're going to go with what you trust, and you trust the proven brand. That's why branding is important. What I do want you to remember is this: the only difference that people will see between you selling a product and someone else selling the same product is the angle that you sell it through and the brand that you create around it. So let's talk about the steps to creating an ecom brand. Obviously, everything starts with the domain, right? You got to have a domain name. It's got to be simple. It's got to make sense. Preferably, it's a .com domain. You can use leandomainsearch.com to find a powerful name and make it stand out. That's number one. Number two, you got to create a logo. Logo is the first thing that people will see when they visit your website. The logo creates a differentiator between you and someone else. If it's clean, if it's simple, if it's powerful, they'll trust it. If it's ugly, if it's fuzzy, if it can't be read, that's a problem. You want to create a Facebook and Instagram page and have your logo on there. Have them in the big banners. Have your color schemes be the same. Have consistency across it. You want to add an attractive cover image to the store and those pages. You can use your face as an avatar image to humanize your brand. These are all little things that move you further and further down the line and reducing, that lack of trust between the customer and what you want them to buy, which is your products. So the rule of branding when it comes to an e-com store is very simple. We want you to have a brand, but we don't want you to waste too much time on branding before you have a proven record of 10 to 20 sales per day of a product. Because if you go down the rabbit hole of branding, you could spend months designing everything only to find out that the product that you've chosen doesn't sell. What you want to do is prove that the product can sell first, and then when you have proof of concept, then you brand all around it. Peter, before I go into how to stand out, anything that you want to cover on branding or how long you should wait, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, no, I completely agree with it. It's only when you have a proven sales that's when you can start to really expand and start to leverage the brand and really start to build the consistency across all the channels. What we see a lot of people do is they invest all their time into building, Facebook covers and Instagram covers and avatars and building some kind of, content and all of this and do a lot of things which has nothing to do with the basic concept of getting 10 or 20 sales per day. Anybody can get 10 and 20 sales per day. Any brand, right? Any store. If you don't have a brand, we have a case study where we build a brand new store. We are not even using a custom domain, so we are using the platform's domain, and we made $20,000 in the first month while everybody was watching live. We did it live on a live webinars, and there was no branding, there was nothing. But what we did, we chose the right audience, and then later on, what we did, we really branded the store out. We focused on that product where we zoomed in, and that's how we got it to the next level and the next level and the next level. So totally agree with you.
So here's how you stand out, right? In this competitive e-com world, it all starts with your unique offer. If you want to fast track your success online, You need to find a product that people passionately respond to. The type of product that makes somebody say, is everybody still listening? What do people have to say when they see your product? Type it in to the question box.
Type in the chat box right now. Yeah, exactly. I want to say, sorry for
I know.
interrupting you.
What do people have to say when they see your product? There we go.
Let's test if people are still on, if you pay attention what we are teaching here, or you just kind of looking somewhere else. Facebook.
I see
maybe.
people responding.
No. Everybody's typing in, holy shit. People need to say holy shit. That's exactly what it is. If they don't say holy shit, then you have the wrong product. That's that basically.
Right? We need to create a unique way to describe it. Those are our ads. How we do that structurally is we test at least 5 images. We test 3 different copy angles, different ways to describe it, the text in the box. And we typically test 20 different audiences, 20 different groups of people that we think would want this product at about $5 to $10 a day. If a product sells 10 to 20 per day for a week, we order it. We take our own pictures with it or our own videos with it, and we make 2 to 3 demo videos. And the reason why we don't just use the standard images or videos that manufacturers might have is because other people are selling it and they're using those and they're lazy. But if you start making sales 10 to 20 per day for a week, one of the single biggest things you can do is order it in and make your own images and make your own videos so that you stand out, that you're unique. And the next step we take after that is we'll even ask the vendor to brand it for us with our logo, right? Now you've found the gold. You can start to put your logo on your own ads. You can have the logo on your own product. You can start to create that moat, that protective moat around your business where nobody can say, oh, I'm selling the same thing. No. This is my logo. This is my company, and you can start to defend it. Okay. The next thing is selling your product. This is a simple testing strategy that we use. We use Facebook and Instagram first because they're the easiest. We set up a campaign for each product. We optimize it for purchases. So inside of Facebook and Instagram, you can choose how you want to optimize your campaign. You can optimize it for clicks. You can optimize it for leads. You can optimize it for page views, for add to carts, for purchases. We always optimize for purchases because we want our stuff to go in front of the buyers. We create just a few ad sets per product campaign. Each ad set is different, targeting a different audience that might be interested in the product. Again, we'll test 2 to 3 images, 2 to 3 pieces of copy, and we let them rotate and see what the best combination is that makes somebody say, holy shit, I want to buy this product. How do we know? Well, we have basic metrics that we follow in our testing. If we're not getting link clicks below a dollar, we know that either the product or the image or the video or the description is no good. It's got to be changed. So we never follow through on anything where our clicks are costing us more than $1. Add to carts are when somebody clicks on your product and then adds it to the order form. They add it to the cart. We can track this inside of Facebook and Instagram, and we want to see that people are adding to their cart. They're adding that product to the cart at no more than 25% of what you're selling the product for. We want to see purchases happen at no more than 50% of your sales price. I really want you to write these down. Peter, what do you call these?
Yeah, these are the gold standard rules, man. This is absolutely amazing because what do you have to think about is most people, when they start to run ads or start to test products, they don't know what to look at. And so this is a gold standard at which you can look right away from day one, from moment one, and see whether it fits in or not. And if it doesn't, you know what to do. You need to kill them and start the new ones. So, I mean, this is perfect. I mean, there's nothing to add here except that you just need to follow those rules if you want to get results.
We call this optimizing the algorithm, right? So the more that you sell, the better the Facebook and Instagram algorithm, their AI, their artificial intelligence gets at finding more people, just like the people who bought from you before. You will start to get the best traffic, the best buyers after you get 50 purchases on a product. They have a thing called the pixel that goes on your website, and it tracks all of the buyer journey for you. And once you get 50 purchases on a product, it is much easier for the algorithm to find more people just like your buyers. And it's really, really easy to do because you create your store, you put the pixel on all your pages, which I'm sure Peter shows everyone how to do inside of Dashnext, and it will track your page views, it will track how many people have added to the cart, and it will track your purchases. What we do is when we're creating our audiences, the people that we're trying to sell to, a great thing about Facebook is that they will make for you what are called lookalike audiences. So after you've had some page views, after you've had some people add to cart, and after you've had some people buy from you, you can go into the Facebook dashboard and say, hey, I want to make some lookalike audiences after you've had 100 events fire on any one of these page view, add to cart, or purchases. And now you can create audiences that have exactly the same characteristics of the people that fired those events, the people that bought, the people that added to cart, the people that hit your page. And now we're not trying to market to everybody. We're trying to market specifically to the people who respond to what we're selling. And what we do is we basically start making our lookalikes from left to right in the buyer process. So we're going to get the most page views first. So that's the first lookalike audience that we're going to make after that hits 100. Obviously, a certain percentage of people go on and they add to cart. So that's the second one that we make once it gets over 100. And the last one that you're going to get data on over 100 is purchases, right? Weakest to strongest. But once you can get to purchases, that's really the holy grail for lookalike audiences. Once we've got this going, and once we're making sales, the next step is to automate, right? We want to boost the lifetime value. We talked about the average order value. That's the first time they buy. But lifetime value is what they buy after the first time. And you can automate almost all of this. When people buy, you now have people on your email list, or even maybe in your SMS texting list. They joined your list because they have a particular interest that they like, and you know what that interest is because they bought something from you, and you can see what their interest is. Your next step here is to set up an automated follow-up email sequence where daily or every other day you send out an email with additional content related to their interest or their product niche. And what happens is, as they're reading it, you can have a little call to action at the bottom to show them more products that are similar. And you know that they want to buy them because they bought the first thing. So in your follow-up sequence, every 3 days, add a private offer to some product on your store, maybe some type of discount or some type of, special bonus or whatever that makes them happy, and they'll buy it, and that makes you money. And it's an automated way to generate thousands of dollars per day as your business grows with zero additional marketing costs, because you've already acquired the customer. It costs virtually nothing to email them and to keep them engaged. And what we do is we get our clients to create a private Facebook group for all their customers. So when somebody buys something, we invite them to the Facebook group. And why that's important is you can really engage with them and get to know more about them and what they want and what makes them excited and what their problems are. and you can promote the same offers that you do via email to the Facebook group, and now you've created an entirely different channel to market from, and you're building a relationship with your customers. It's a multi-channel opportunity. So you can see Peter even has a schedule all mapped out for his follow-up emails. You can say on day 0, they get an email. Day 1, they get an email. Day 2, they get an email. 3, 4, same thing. And then he takes a little break. Day 5 and day 6, sends out one on day 7, sends one on day 9, day 10, another one, skips day 11, 12, 13. These are going out automated throughout the month. And these emails make him money while he's sleeping, and also gives him the opportunity to keep in contact with the customer base. The easiest income that you will make from in ecom is from your email list and your Facebook group. And it's automated and it's free. My wife used to make fun of me every day because I actually didn't automate mine. I would just do them manually because I would kind of see what was going on in the world and create something and send it out that was related to current events. And then I would put a product offering in the email. And every day I would say, oh, I got to write my email. It's going to take me like 20 minutes. And she would laugh at me because that email would do $1,200 to $1,500 a day in sales. How many of you would like to make $1,200 to $1,500 a day in sales sending an email? Put email in the questions box if you'd like for your life to look like that. Just type in email. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of people typing email right now. It is time for you to cash in. It's the best time for you to cash in on starting or growing your ecom store. If you look at this chart, this is pure ecom growth since January 2020, January this year. This is taken from Forbes, the website Forbes, which is one of the world's largest websites. Look at this chart. I want you to pay really, really close attention to this chart. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you see on March 15th where all of a sudden everything went crazy? Tell me in the question box what happened on March 15th. There we go. I can see the answers popping in. Lockdown, COVID, pandemic. Yes, that's exactly what happened. This chart was growing slowly. Remember how I said that it was 18%? E-commerce was 18% of retail sales, and all of a sudden in a couple months, it jumped up to 33%. People couldn't go out anymore. They had to order things in. They had to order things in they've never ordered in before, things like groceries, and you can even buy cars online and have them delivered now. Pretty much everything you can imagine can be delivered online, and a whole lot of people that were never planning on buying things online had their patterns changed. Okay, they started buying online, and you can see where it started to drift back down a little bit in May, but it's held there. It didn't go back to where it was in March because a whole bunch of people worldwide learned how easy it is to buy online, and they're never going back. So in the last 3 months, we've seen a massive surge in opportunity for our ecom store clients. In fact, while everybody else was struggling, our clients had record months. You can see even from this graph, almost the exact same things. Page views and order counts. January, February, March, kind of going up, boom. Monthly active shopping global, year-over-year percent growth, 2020 versus 2019. Insane. Most online sellers have no idea of the potential of ecom today. So here's your recap of the $500 per day ecom store framework. Number 1, pick 10 unique products. Number 2, test and find a winner. Number 3, scale the product. Number 4, add complementary products to the store. Number 5, brand the store. Number 6, automate the process. Peter, there's a lot of things that have to happen in the middle to make sure you do all these things right, but really that's it in a nutshell. So why don't you take it from here?
Yeah, let me take the screen right now. Guys, can you see my screen? So regardless of the market you are in, on what you are selling right now, or even if you have not done a single sale before, now is the time to build a real life-changing business. It's really, regardless of who you are, where you come from, it really doesn't matter, because this is the time to really nailing that down. Now, here's the question, and also the problem at the same time. Why taking course online usually doesn't work? What is the main reason why taking courses and learning doesn't work typically? Now, there are two parts of the equation here that must work together to make a successful ecom business. You need to have a platform and you need to have a marketing. You can't separate those two, right? As Aaron was mentioning, the software alone can't do the trick if you don't know what you are selling. If you don't know who you are selling it to, there is nothing that technology can help you with, right? The internet is filled with two groups of people, those selling software and those selling marketing training. They are only experts in their area, so you lose out on half of the proper information. They are not good at the other half. That's what typically happens. So you rarely have access to the people running a successful business. They are in the business of selling their stuff and not helping others to sell theirs. And so we were thinking about this a lot, because I run technology company, I sell technology, and Aaron is doing marketing for tens of customers who are building, 7-8 figure businesses and e-commerce stores. And so we decided to join forces. And here at Dashnix, we give you great technology to start a business without wasting money on technical setups. You literally get everything you need to launch a store and start to sell in minutes. All the technology is right there, available to you at this very moment. 7 Mile Media is in the business of getting results every day for clients. Aaron and his team are in trenches and know what works today and how to scale businesses into the 7-figure level. So when you combine our two skill sets together, you are learning the elite level strategies for both the platform and the marketing. So these strategies are really combined. And you also get direct access to the CEOs of their most experienced strategists that other people pay tens of thousands for. So we were thinking about all of this, and we came up with a program that we call Ecom Unicorn, that combines the forces and allows you to really get the ultimate shortcut to $500 per day ecom business within next few short weeks. So what's Ecom Unicorn? Ecom Unicorn is the only assignment-based e-commerce business building program today. I want you to pay attention to the word assignment, and I'll explain in a moment why we do it that way. It's a proven framework that takes brand new e-commerce stores to 5 to 6 figures in sales per month within a few short weeks. The core of the Ecom Unicorn framework is the refined paid traffic formula that 7 Mile Media have tested on 30 clients with over 4 million ad spend in the last 4 months alone. Look at the screenshot right now from the Facebook Marketing Partner Portal for 7 Mile Media. You can see that it's nearly 5 million right there, $4.7 million in ad spend, and that was taken on June first. So this is real stuff. These are real data that everything is based on. And here's what it really means to you. You know, access to the ecom unicorn will allow you to identify a set of high profit margin products that people are buying today and that you can sell from your Dashnext online store. You will be able to turn those products to at least $500 per day online within a few short weeks. And even if you have never made money before, it will guide you through the process how to then scale it to the six-figure per month level, high profitability margin business, and it will give you the framework that you can replicate the ecom unicorn processes so that you can achieve your most audacious financial goal. So first we will take you to the $500 per day level, and then from there you'll be able to scale it further and further and further and further. Now here is how it's all delivered. So you'll get access to three parts. The first one is called the unicorn framework. The other one is the in-depth assignment training, and the final one is the inner circle coaching. So let me go through each of these just so you can understand what it includes, and then I'll tell you how you can get access to all of it. So the part number one is the unicorn framework. So in the unicorn framework, it's weekly training. So on the week one, you're going to be defining your $500 per day unicorn. So during the week one, you'll be learn about the unique unicorn process to get to $500 per day in sales. This includes how ecom math works, why lack of understanding it leads to never-ending struggle, lost money, and failure. You'll learn the secret to know what will sell and what won't before you even start to build your ecom store and sell it. This is where a lot of people lose a lot of money because they sell what people never will buy. Lesser known spy tools and 7 Mile Media database to uncover winners, the holy shit product that very few people recognize and sell online, where to source products outside of China so you never run into the shipping issues, account bans, and poor quality products, and 2 types of stores and what you should build to get to $500 per day in sales quickly. And there will be much more covered in the week number one. Week number two is building the unicorn machine. So during the week number two, you're going to be building your unicorn machine, which is your store. So during the training, you'll learn step-by-step guide to launch the unicorn store within minutes using the tools you already have, which is called Dashnext Power Tech. 80-20 of ecom in 2020, and how ignoring this makes most people never get an order on their stores. 5 key average order value boosters you must use from day one to get to $500 per day quickly. In-depth guide of product pages and how just a few clicks can drastically change the results of your ecom store. How to steer your machine for the first 6 weeks to get to $500 per day and beyond as soon as possible. And there will be much more covered in week number 2. Then we go to something really awesome. And this is where you need to meet your 7 Mile master trainers, the professor and the operator. So Andy McDuff is the professor, and Rory Miller is the operator. So let me just briefly tell you about them. They are incredible guys. So Andy is an experienced digital marketer specializing in paid media, analytics, and conversion rate optimization. In media buying, Andy is highly experienced in Google search and Facebook advertising and has managed campaigns across more than 20 markets in North and South America, Europe, and the Asia Pacific region. He's also an associate professor in digital marketing at one of Europe's top marketing universities. And being trilingual, English, Spanish, and French, he enjoys traveling and learning about new cultures. Rory is a veteran of the United States Army Special Forces. He began studying marketing and advertising in 2015 in order to supplement his family's income. When his military service came to an end, he transitioned into media buying as a full-time role. He has now managed over 1 million in ad spend profitably and has learned directly from some of the biggest names in marketing. He currently works as campaign manager for 7 Mile Media. These are guys, these are top level guys that you can't hire. You can't find them. You can't get to them. You know, these are the top level experts, which is why 7 Mile Media produces so incredible results for their clients, and you will be learning from them. So here is week 3. It's called Fuel for the Unicorn. This week, it's all about traffic. You'll discover things like the secret of social traffic ecosystem that makes it the most cost-effective traffic source on the planet. You will go in-depth analysis at audiences and data to uncover the buyer's traffic for your specific product and store. You will learn the right way how to establish your social brand for maximum traffic love from platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You will learn the traffic tracking and conversions, measuring what matters, ignoring the rest, and using the data to fuel the growth of your unicorn store at an exponential pace. How to budget and scale your unicorn store using the formula discovered by stores that recently reached the multi-million dollars in sales. Invisible authority, what it is, and how it instantly turns your newly created ecom business to a respectable business big organizations can't ignore. And there is much more that will be covered during the week number 3. Now we go into the week number 4, the $10 million ad. So it's time to turn your ecom unicorns to store to a money printing machine. Let me know in the chat box if you would like to have a money printing machine in the form of ecom store that just produces money every single day. I want printing machine in the chat box right now. So type printing machine in the chat box right now. Hell yeah, Bill is saying that's the attitude that I want. Exactly. Printing machine. And that's what you are going to learn in week number 4. So you will learn 5 key ingredients of a $10 million ad and how you can build one for your store. You will learn the campaign structures of multi-million dollar ad accounts and how you can have the same from day one. And this is insane information. Trust me, guys. The winning creatives, how to find winning images, videos, and write high converting copy like a $10 million business. Unlock the geniuses, the social media engagement strategy that 7 Mile Media invented and that makes companies like Dashnix to win without anyone noticing. Smart, cost-efficient testing based on proven record with over 10 million in ad spend and much more. This week is insane. It's insane. Every week we'll raise the bar further and further. I can tell you that. All right. Now, week number 5. This is the traffic stack. This is the fun part. This is where the printing machine works on a full force. So during the week 5, you'll discover a way how to combine multiple traffic sources to consistently get $500 or more in sales per day. You will learn things like why most e-commerce stores pay 5 to 10 times more per sale, losing all the profitability, and what to do to make sure you are not one of them. How to tap into the shopping traffic to leverage brand awareness and audiences across all platforms. The unique traffic stack method that gets buyers traffic for pennies on a dollar, especially for e-com stores. How to identify a winning combination of audience, traffic, and sales to scale profitably. Traffic automation, how to set the automation rules for winning campaigns so that you don't need to be glued to the screen to run your business, and much more. This is super exciting. Now we are going to the week 1. Week 1 is the final week, and it's called the scaling unicorn. So how to take your unicorn store from $500 per day to $5,000 per day. So that's what week number 6 is all about. And during the training, you'll discover things like what makes cross-platform retargeting the greatest traffic source on earth and why most people get it wrong, how to speak the right language at the right time to get even the most resisting visitors to buy from your store, a close look at the 10 million business retargeting setup and how you can use it to go from $500 per day to $5,000 per day, operational wisdom, what it takes to run a 6-figure per month ecom store and what you need to focus on as you achieve the next sales target with your ecom unicorn, and finally, 7-figure exit. What's required to get yourself a 7-figure exit so that you can truly accomplish all your financial goals? This is what we will close with the week number 6. So here's a quick recap. So week number 1 is defining your 500 per day unicorn. Week number 2 is building the unicorn machine. Week number 3 is fuel for the unicorn. Week number 4 is the $10 million ad. Week number 5 is the traffic stack, and week number 6 is the scaling unicorn. All right, let's get to the part number 2, assignment training. This is big one. Nobody does it. So here is how it works. Every week after the release of the unicorn framework session, you'll receive the assignment training that contains, number 1, downloadable weekly assignment checklist with the exact steps you must complete during the week to ensure you reach the objective, at least $500 per day in sales. You will also get in-depth step-by-step look over my shoulder training videos that shows you how to execute every step from the ecom unicorn framework session. And here's the cool part, okay? Once you complete all the steps in the weekly assignment checklist, you can be confident that you are ready for the next unicorn framework session. But more importantly, you can be fully confident that you are moving closer to your financial goal. So there is no guesswork. There is no figuring out stuff. You just complete the checklist, assignment checklist, and you know you are on a way to reach your objective. Now let's go to the part number 3, the inner circle. The inner circle is the secret membership that gives you unparalleled access to the entire ecom unicorn team. So here's what's included. You'll get weekly live Zoom coaching calls where you can get direct answer from the team as you execute the ecom unicorn framework. If you can't attend it live, the replay will be available for a limited time via a members only link. This is number 1. You'll also get secret community via workplace to interact with other inner circle members and the team on a daily basis so that nothing stands in your way as you build your unicorn store. You'll also get extra resources, strategy training, and guidance as you build your unicorn store. So with the inner circle, you are never alone. You will get hands-on help as you build your $500 per day ecom business online. So here's what to expect from all of these 3 parts. Number 1, no guesswork. Everything you are going to be learning is based on recent results and millions of dollars in ad spend. Number 2, daily progress. Unlike everybody else who will try to figure this out on their own, you will be taking massive strategic steps toward the result that you want. And finally, unparalleled support. We want you to become the 7 Mile Media client just like Dashnix. So we will do everything we can to help you to reach that level where you need someone to run your paid media ads. We want you to win. That's the goal. That's why we do this. Now, here's something additional for you. If you become the ecom unicorn member today, you will also get access to exclusive bonus package. These are limited to the first 20 members that join today. The number one bonus is the Done For You brand designs. So during the week number 2, you're going to be building your ecom unicorn store, and that's when you will need this bonus. Here's what's included: custom logo design service for your ecom unicorn store, custom Facebook avatar and Facebook cover image design service, and custom high converting Facebook open graph image design service. So you don't need to worry about how to make your logo for the brand and all of those things. We will take care of that for you. Bonus number 2 is Dashnext eClub. It's a monthly membership that every month gives you access to 15 hand-picked products with ready-to-upload product details, links to all 15 competitor stores on Shopify that are selling these products, 15 video ads with ad copy and initial Facebook marketing plan. Even more, soon we will integrate Dashnext eClub into the Dashnext PowerTech software so that you can load these winning products on your store with a push of the button. With this bonus, you're getting lifetime access to the Dashnext eClub, including software once it's ready, without paying the monthly fee again. And if you are subscribed to the Dashnext eClub already, once you will join the Ecom Unicorn, we will cancel your subscription and you won't be billed again. The key to note here is this: Ecom Unicorn is for anyone who knows how to read, write, and watch videos in English. There are no other limitations. You don't have to be based in the US. You can be located anywhere with the internet connection and execute this strategy. Now, you probably wonder at this point, what will it take for you to join the Ecom Unicorn? What are the rules? And as with everything that we covered in this webinar, we want to talk about real, verifiable value. We want to talk about the real stuff, okay? The traffic strategies, tactics, and techniques that you'll discover during the Ecom Unicorn program are 7 Mile Media's proprietary information. It's not available anywhere online. To execute these traffic strategies, tactics, and techniques, Dashnext pays 7 Mile Media $12,000 per month. You can see the screenshot below. $12,000 every single month. That's the charge for this. It's a real, verifiable proof. That's a screenshot from my credit card. And the difference results, you can see it clearly. So before 7 Mile Media started to execute the strategies that you will be learning in the Ecom Unicorn. So as you can see, November 1st until January 31st, that's when I was running ads myself. That was $107,000 in revenue. And after 7 Mile Media took over and started to execute strategies that you will be learning in the Ecom Unicorn, we have 3.23x the business in the same 3 months. So from February 1st until April 30th. And now we are crazy further away. I just wanted to put this as a comparison, like 3 months to 3 months, so that you can see the difference. Okay. Here's more. Aaron himself is paying $1,250 per month to get new insights, techniques, and strategies from some of the fastest growing 7- and 8-figure e-com stores today. You can see the screenshot below again for the payments that has been done for the monthly membership. So we constantly learn, we constantly evolve, we constantly look around and see all the data available online, and we give you the best. Also, to get me on the one-on-one call to learn everything I know about going from huge debts to 7 figures per year business, you will need to pay me $500 per hour. You can go to petergarrity.com/one-on-one and sign up right now. Anytime you can book a call with me, it's $500 per hour. So this is real, verifiable value. So the actual value of what you are receiving with the Ecom Unicorn is massive. We have put some price tags here, but to be honest, they are not doing even justice to what you will be learning inside, including these 2 insane bonuses, the brand designs, and Dashnext eClub lifetime membership. All of this packaged together, giving you $16,470 value right there. You get insane value, but you won't need to pay $16,470 to get it, or even $4,997 is not going to be needed in order for you to get access to it. Now, how about $3,497 one time? I want you to think about this, okay? If all it does is pay your mortgage and your monthly credit card bill, would this be worth paying $3,497 right now? Type yes if you agree with this in the chat box. Okay? If all it does pay for the mortgage and credit card bill right now. Think about this. If all it does is creates a long-term online business to fully substitute your current income, would this be worth paying $3,497? If you combine everything that you are making right now, and you can say, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to work. I'm not doing whatever you do right now. And instead, you just sit behind a computer a couple of hours per week and you receive $3,497. And all of this is possible with $3,497. Is it worth it for you or not? And how about this one? If the only thing it does is give you 100% return within 6 weeks, so you learn all the secrets that we have, and then it pays you $3,497 in profits every 6 weeks after that, would this be worth paying $3,497? Type 1 if you agree with this last statement. If the only thing it does, it gives you 100% return, you learn all the secrets, and then every 6 weeks you get another $3,497, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and it never ever stops. This really is an insane value because you won't need to pay $3,497 or even $2,497. You get complete access for only $1,997, and in fact, you can get started for even less. So if you are one of the first 25 members who sign up today, you get $1,000 discount right away. And all you have to do is go to ecomunicorn.com/start. The link will be in the chat box in a moment. There is also a payment plan option available for you if you want to use that. Step 2, make your investment right now. And step 3, get started with the week 1 right away. Week 1 is already in the members area, so you can get started immediately. You don't need to wait for anything. So go to ecomunicorn.com/start. The link is in the chat box and start right away. This is risk-free for you. You can test everything yourself for 30 days. You can validate everything we said today. Look, we are 100% committed to your results, which is why you're getting the full 30-day money-back guarantee. If within first 30 days you are not seeing the kind of result that makes your investment in the Ecom Unicorn the best investment you have ever made, we will refund 100% of your money right away. So to secure your access, go to ecomunicorn.com/start, sign up, and let us know right away in the chat box once you are in. Just tell me I'm in or I'm signing up in the chat box as I go through the webinar further. Now, if you think all of that was insane already, which we truly believe it is, we have the ultimate bonus. Okay, I want you to go to ecomunicorn.com/start and tell me when you are on that page right now. Right? Let me know once you are on that page so that I can present you something that you will not find anywhere else. Trust me on this. All right. We are already 100% convinced about your ability to generate at least $500 per day using just the information and training inside of the Ecom Unicorn. We have no doubts about it, absolutely, like zero doubts about it. But to ensure that there is no room for error and to speed up your success, we are throwing in the ultimate bonus. And this will put insane labor on our shoulders, specifically on mine and Aaron's shoulders. And this is something you will not find anywhere else. So if you join the ecom unicorn today, in addition to everything you are already getting, you will also receive the ultimate bonus. Aaron and I will personally review and approve up to 10 products that you think are holy shit products, so that you don't waste time with products that we feel has no potential to win big for you. Guys, do you realize the value that you are getting right here? How much it changes everything, how much it increases your likelihood to find a winning product that will make you $500,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 per day. That's what we are talking about here. So if you are signing up, I see Maesh already signed up. He says, I'm in. So if you are signing up, let us know. And also, Aaron, if you want to jump in and talk a little bit more about this bonus, how valuable it is, and how it can really change the game for folks here.
Yeah, I was really hesitant to have this bonus be added, but because of just the pure labor that's going to be involved. But when I got started in ecom and I was choosing products, you know, it took a while. It took me 40 different tests to find my first winner because I didn't really know what I should be looking for. And now, after having my own ecom store and having all of our clients in the agency, you know, I have a really good grasp on what's going to sell and what's not going to sell. And we're going to personally rate these on a scale from 1 to 10 from every single person. And I was hesitant to do the bonus because it's so much labor on our sides, but we really wanted to create a program that had as little opportunity for failure as possible. So being able to tap into, you know, the 15 years experience that I have and the 15 years experience that you have and my team, you know, it's really incredible. And we might, you know, regret it later because of how much time it's going to take. But I don't think we will, because really we're here to make sure that people have the best opportunity for success. And that's, you know, why we put this in here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And this is the only way how to really ensure that you don't really invest all the time and all the effort in the wrong in the wrong products, because it all comes down eventually to the offer. You know, if you don't make the offer right, you can try as hard as you want and no person can help you. You know, there is no some magic sauce, if you will, that can take a shitty product and turn it to a holy shit a result. It's just not possible. So you have to have a proper product, a proper offer. You have to, you know, structure everything in a proper way. And the information that you are getting in the ecom unicorn is already insane. I mean, you know, so many of you commented when I asked the question about the $3,497 price tag. So many of you said that if all it did, you know, cover the mortgage and all of that, it will be great. But this is more than that. This is more than that, because you can really go from not, you know, from not selling at all on a daily basis to starting to sell on a serious level. You know, it's just insane in terms of difference. So guys, the bonus is there. I also want to mention that this is an exclusive webinar special offer only. Ecom Unicorn is not publicly available. $1,000 off, as well as the exclusive bonuses, are guaranteed for the next 25 customers who joins today. The offer expires and will be removed on Monday, 15th of June, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. And all you have to do is go to ecomunicorn.com/start and sign up right away. We see people are joining. Caesar is joining. Mash is joining. If you have some questions right now, we're happy to answer them, and I will start to go through them right now. Let's see what we have. Willem, I don't see your question, so maybe you can ask it again. All right, I don't see your question, so maybe you can ask it again. Bill is saying thank you for the time and info. I hope to see you, Bill, inside of the training. Ari is saying that the question is about the replay. The replay will be posted. Sandra is in. So at least from what we see in the chat box, we have at least 7 people in right now already, which is awesome. So just let me know in the chat box once you sign up. Adijat also signed up right now. Chris is saying, I wish I could pay out of my profits. For sure, I wish I could pay, I could pay 100 million from a billion. I would be happy to do it. And then I could retire right now. William saying, we like to sell in Germany and in German language. I'm able to speak and write English. Yeah, like this program is really just designed to apply the framework that we have. And so it's not like kind of fits everything. Like we really were thinking through every single detail that is put in here. And so, at the same time, obviously, you can learn a lot for your local, for your local business as well. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but it's really designed to build a product where build a store where you pick a product that's a holy shit product, and then you literally just scale it up to that level. And so maybe you can look at it as a side business, and then apply the strategies and frameworks that you learned for your German store as well. Tu is saying just paid. Awesome, welcome. Jeremy says he can't get to the link. Let me give you the link right now. So here's the link in the answer in the chat box. All right. Claudia is saying, when you start with 0 and want to grow, then it's hard to pay that kind of money. Well, let me tell you a story from 2010. So I was totally broke. I was in debt. I had no money whatsoever, but I knew I had to do a change. And so, I knew there is this program that could change my life. And I was listening to the pre-launch videos. It was a big product launch. And I was looking, and I really, I really didn't have any money whatsoever. In fact, 3 days before, I was with my then 2 years old kid, almost 2 years old kid, in a grocery store, and we took a bunch of products, but unfortunately my sister-in-law's debit card declined, and I had to leave all the products that we took at the cashier, and I couldn't buy them, with my kid already looking for something that he wanted to, and he saw what I was about to buy to him. So I know exactly how it is. But 3 weeks later, I found a way how to invest in a $2,500 program. I made a down payment of $800 for that program. I pawned my wedding ring to get some kind of money. I borrowed so other one. So in other words, I'm not saying you have to do that, but what I'm saying is that when there is will, you can always find a way. You can always find a way. And unfortunately, there's no such thing as something for nothing. I strongly believe in that, and so I never felt angry or pity that I couldn't do something because I couldn't afford it. I was just taking that in. I learned that what they shared, like we today, and then I said, okay, one day I'll do it, and I try to find a ways. And when you try really hard, you can always find a way. Alexander said, I want a training to make use of what I have already purchased from you. Yeah, all the tutorials we have in dashnexsupport.com. So go there. We have all the tutorials and training. We have also tutorials and countless office hour trainings inside of both of our communities. So no problems, and absolutely no problem. So you can, as I said, you have two choices. You can try on your own, and it's absolutely fine, or you can speed it up and in a couple of weeks have a store that makes $500 or more per day and build a real business. We are all about building a real business. All right, so Robbie is in as well. All right. Already have a tested product and website brand logo. Lonnie is saying, I already have a tested product and website brand logo on WooCommerce after a successful test on Dashnext. How would this benefit me? Lonnie, it's a simple question. Are you making $500 consistently per day with your tested and proven product? And are you making those $500 profitably? So, you know, I don't know what is your average order value, but let's say, are you making at least half of the money in profits from the average order value? If the answer is no, you need this training. That's what this is all about. All right, Aaron, if you see some question that we need to answer as well, that just please feel free to jump in.
Sort of reading through them all right now. I see somebody saying, what was the price? It's $9.95 today with the discount, includes all the bonuses. Somebody said, I must see the replay. It'll be available, no problem. I see a lot of compliments. You know, this has been great. Training's been great. I don't see anything that's really jumping out from questions that we have on here today. A lot of people getting started too.
Yeah, and there's one guy, I can't, unfortunately, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm not going to name you. What about who don't have means to pay unicorn? Does this mean that build ecom store will not work properly? Again, let's separate two things. Let's separate technology from marketing, okay? Technology is there. If you have Dashnext PowerTech, technology is there. You can go build store today, add products today, start to sell it today. Everything is there. What we are talking about here is high-level marketing strategy that you can apply on your store to get results. And you will not find that anywhere online. You can search anywhere, and you will not find the proper marketing information for free anywhere. It's just not going to be available, because there are the data that you get insights from is, like we shared the screenshot before, it was nearly $5 million in ad spend across 30 clients with different products and different e-commerce stores. So there is a common insight about, you know, what's working today and what doesn't work today. And so, as I showed in the beginning as well, you know, what I started with, you know, I started from nothing in November for this particular offer, for this particular funnel, and now we are in May. You saw the results. We had 172 or something like that in revenue, just from that offer. That's not a total revenue, but just from that one offer, from that one funnel. And that's the power of the training that you are getting here, you know. And Anderson is saying, I haven't started my Dashnext store. Will this work for a total beginner? Absolutely. If you can read and write and follow through with steps, then you'll be able to do it. Absolutely. We started actually the live training yesterday. So the first 3 plays already available in the members area. So when you join today, you can immediately start with the training, and then tomorrow we will release the first assignment training for this week. So for the week number 1, so that you can over the weekend already execute, and while others are just searching around and wondering what to do, you'll be already on your way to have a $500 per month store within next couple of weeks. All right, so once you join, let us know in the chat box. Just remember that first 25 members who sign up today get a $1,000 discount. So the price is $997. There's also a payment plan available, which you can use if you are more on a limited budget. So Babu, yeah, there is an installment plan available. So when you go to ecomunicorn.com/start, you will see the payment plan there as well, which you can choose from. And all you really have to do is make your investment right now, and then you just get started with week 1 right away, literally today. And then next week we are already releasing the second week, and so it will go very, very quickly. And so just a couple of weeks from now, you can have a store that makes at least $500 per day, which, quite honestly, can change your life, as it has done for so many people. And remember that there is the ultimate bonus, which is, in terms of value, it's priceless. So if you join the Ecom Unicorn today, in addition to everything you are already getting, you will also receive the ultimate bonus, which is that Aaron and myself, we will personally review and approve up to 10 products that you think are holy shit products, so that you don't waste time with products that we feel has no potential to win big for you. And this is, super, super powerful. Anderson is asking how much time per day. Well, what I would say is that if you will invest 10 hours per week, you will be on a pace. So no more than 10 hours per week will be absolutely fine, which is I think is reasonable for anybody, regardless what you do, what's your occupation, and how much you work, and things like that. Yeah, so there is a guarantee, 30-day guarantee, so it's a risk-free for you. We basically give you all the information. You can learn all the information. If you still feel that we have not done our job, then you can get 100% of your money back. And you too can go from zero to results like these in just a few months. And these are verifiable sales in May 2020, $172,640.35. That's a revenue from exactly these strategies that you are going to be learning in the Ecom Unicorn. Finally, I want to just remind you that is going to be closing soon. So this is an exclusive webinar special offer only. Ecom Unicorn is not publicly available. $1,000 off, as well as the exclusive bonuses, are guaranteed for the first 25 customers who joins today. The offer expires and will be removed on Monday, 15th of June, 2020 at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. Linda is asking, do you provide a supplier list? We provide supplier list in the training. Yes, absolutely. Dan is asking, are those sessions in the course live, or they are being pre-recorded? The weekly training is live. So yesterday we have the first live session. So when you will join today, you will get the replay of that. And then, then next week you can register for the live session. So you'll be able to attend the live training as well. And then, of course, throughout the week, the interactions is happening inside of the Ecom Unicorn inner circle, which is where you can ask us questions, get answers to any question you have. We'll be working closely with you there to make sure you get results. Carol, you can go inside of the membership since you already joined, and you'll find everything there. Also, you can go inside of the inner circle and just ask questions there related to the product, and you'll find the answers there. And Andrew just joined as well. Welcome, Andrew, to the ecom unicorn. We look forward to help you to get to the $500 per day level over the course of next few weeks. All right, guys, I think that's pretty much all we wanted to cover. Aaron, maybe you have some parting thoughts before we close.
No, I think it's really just time to get busy, right? There's people on here that want to make a decision. They want to tap into the last 30 years of combined knowledge we have, and they're excited. They want to get to work. And for those people, I'm super excited to get you into the first week. And for those of you who, this isn't the right fit for you, I wish you all the best, in your online journey. It certainly changed my life. And, if you stay at it long enough, it's a heck of a ride. So with that, I think we should wrap it up, Peter, and start to welcome our new visitors.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. And I just want to kind of remind you that, if you are one of the first 25 members who joined today, you will have $1,000 off, and you will get additional bonuses. Plus, remember that we are going to be reviewing your products so that you don't waste time on things like products from AliExpress or Alibaba or those kind of products. So we don't want you to waste time. We want you to take massive steps and really get to the $500 per day level very, very quickly. So thank you, everyone, for attending. And replay will be posted tomorrow. Email will be sent out. And I'm looking forward to work with you inside of the ecom unicorn program so that we can build your business together. Thank you. This is Peter Garrity. Bye for now.